Rocking with your boys are all rights reserved, coming to you in the morning. I voiced one thing. I spoke on it once. I'm not going to speak on it again. Other people are going to keep speaking on character, but these people I don't know personally. I don't. Or, things wouldn't be said the way they are, and you can tell it's a hard on to try to assassinate character. After these people, I know for a fact, have met with the same people in the comments that you guys have spoken are curious in their nature and how they act and how they think, which is fine because they show me they're influenced in a certain way, which is good, but it's not giving their opinion. It's an attempt to discredit what we've been talking about. After how many episodes, why is it happening now? I've already described it. I believe you guys can think, feel, and say what you want. You can do as you want, as long as you're not slandering each other, but it's progressive and productive. These people that are ignorant are trying to stunt production because you guys are talking about it sensibly, and they want you to believe what they know, or want you to believe what they're saying when they are actually directly, if not indirectly, knowledgeable about what's happening, and that's fine. This is what I expect. This is what I expected from the industry. But sometimes the industry can reach out and employ people who are pawns. I'm not a pawn for the industry. So it's not going to be that same effect. That's why I'm trying to say, oh, he's this and that. It won't work. Because I've never been influential as any pawn to the industry. So I expected this. I expected it. And that's why I think I'm mastering my craft, because there's certain things you come to expect versus what people are doing and saying. It's all good. This is your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. You rocking with the channel, hashtag CommenterNation in the comments below. Hear me out on this one. I watched some video, and in these videos, there's socialites and different people who have said that they have exposed otherwise to the documents I have received on the cause of death information. They're speaking as if it's fact, and these are well-noted people, bigger YouTubers than I am currently. So these are the type of things we're going to speak about. And then I want to get you guys' opinion of it. Before I get to that, I want to ask everyone, what are your thoughts on the cause of death? And of course, that in the title can't be used, so it would say something else, but what are your thoughts on that? Do you believe it was actually through weaponry? Because from what we understand, if a toxicology and autopsy report was performed, what was found in the system? And is it not things that were found that could prove otherwise? This is very important because this is leading us to a new chapter of understanding what actually has occurred that has changed the forefront of how things have affected everyone's lives. When people have information and it's regarding the demise of someone, there's no way to not put that out. But then you show all the energy to put out information to slander someone. That's what shows bad on your character, because you're trying to influence everyone in comments, but you're not saying what's actually going on. Now, here's what I will say. The last thing I got that was sensible from a bragging source is that there's another person of interest. So shout to Lovely TV and everyone affiliated with that, S Money, Miss Mac, everybody who was saying this, all of you, Chris A, everybody who was saying it, because someone took your name and tried to talk like you. That's when I knew this was fake. Somebody took Chris A's original name and tried to talk like them, but you changed it to Chris A. That was lame. And that just shows you that there's trying to be contrived media and a direct attack to silence the topics that go around speaking about this, because these people want to keep information for themselves, and I never was like that. I never was like that. I've only said things from a legal standpoint and a commenter recognition informational standpoint. Lisa R., if you could back up when me and you spoke about something that they're trying to say isn't true, let me know. I've never stood on my media like, oh, I'm 100% right. If it wasn't true, it wasn't true. That's why it's been objective. But that's what I'm saying. That's what people do when they're trying to, what? Cover up. And these are the same people making direct contact with questionable people who you've brought up in comments. And I've never addressed directly to you. That's why I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I'm not pushing. Make a channel and then we could do battle. That's the way I feel. Make a channel, then you can do battle. But you guys don't even want to put your face up there. And when you do, it's going to just be mentioning my name. Why? Because you can trend off of my name and the hard work I did, which is a double-edged sword for me. But when you realize somebody has a certain method they address you, that takes the edge out of that. It takes the edge off of your blade. So here's what I'm saying. The truth will be noted. When these truths come out or don't come out, that will show the validity of these people who claim to be sources or claim they're getting information. They're trying to hide the truth from the public. That's what the whole justification of it is. And I've realized that for a long time. Go back to the very beginning of the series, and I noted the possibilities of how this could be contrived in our faces, how this could be untrue to what we're actually being delivered. That's the gist of it. That's why. You want to know why is this happening? Because of that. They don't want certain stuff to come out, and we're smart. So we work towards that mentality, and we're not dumb. We don't let this silly stuff that people try to discredit us go. So tell me, and since the source has it, you tell me, what's the real cause of death then? If I'm so off base with it, what was the real cause of death? What really happened, since you know? Did it happen like we were told? Because we know that's questionable, because there were investigators that were pinged for doing certain things. So you're beyond an investigator? And I was saying this from the jump that authorities had to be involved. And I know some authorities involved there and involved here are part of that. That's why I'm telling you guys, don't be fooled by the fictitious nature of manner. Look at how these are new usernames being created, or random usernames I never saw. That's why I interacted with you guys a certain way, because I foresaw something like this could happen. And I knew if the media was released this way, it would go against everything that we've built in terms of being effectively exposed. And I'm okay with that, because on my end, I can release the people that are doing it, that are linking up to make this happen. People that were questioning since the beginning. People that aren't even doing media to find out the truth, because ultimately they don't care, or they're willing to take payoffs. I've never been in that position. Matter of fact, if I'm lying, the source told me fact verbatim, someone hit them up that if I would be quiet about me getting some type of payment towards that situation. And I didn't follow it. I asked for who sent it, because I didn't believe it, and it made me question them. But now they stepped out and showed their true colors. That doesn't matter to me. What was the cause of death? What actually happened? We're going to get into it, and you know how I rock. All rights reserved.